I mean, anybody can play a bad game, right? So we play a horrible game as a team. We just got to flush it out and continue to play.
Oh, look, he's right. I mean, like anybody on any night in any sport, I mean, you could play a bad game, the other team plays their best game, and all of a sudden you're down by 9 points in the fourth quarter. This is still this is a bad loss. This isn't like you lose to the if they lost to the Jazz the other night, close game, that's okay. There's no harm there. You lose to Houston, it's pretty bad. Is it a one of those kind of we were just kind of overlooking them or letdown game? Yeah, they happen. They do. They absolutely do. And every good team, doesn't matter who they are, every playoff team is going to have a bad loss on their schedule. It doesn't mean that it doesn't sting any less.
All right, let me give you options.
All right.
To defend this as a good loss.
A good loss?
This is a good loss.
Okay.
Would you rather, A, face the Clippers in round one, or B, here's the play-in scenario. Right now the Mavs are the 7th seed. We're 2 games behind the Blazers. We're a game and a half up on the Grizzlies. Here's option B. So Clippers, round one, locked in. It's happening. Scenario B is you face Memphis in a 1-game do or die. If you beat Memphis, you face the Suns. If you lose to Memphis, you face the winner of San Antonio versus Golden State in a 1-game scenario. So let's just say the Warriors win. All right? So you lose to Memphis, and then you face the Warriors. The winner of that gets Utah. That's the way the play-in tournament's working. I mean, I should have gone over this more times on the show. I just couldn't remember this crazy scenario, and I should have looked it up beforehand. I just assumed the 7 got in for the longest time, and it was just the 8. That's how it would work. The 7 versus 8 play each other.
Yeah.
Winner gets in as the 7. The loser plays the winner of the 9 versus 10 seed. That's the Warriors against the Spurs.
So you're asking, do I want to risk losing to Ja Morant and then having to play Steph Curry, who could get super hot, drop 50, and knock the Mavs out of the playoffs, or take my chances in a 7 against the Clippers?
Yes.
I mean, look, I mean,
and if you go through Ja and Steph, or just Ja, you beat Memphis, you're in.
Yeah.
You would face Phoenix.
Look, I would take my chances.
If you lose the Ja and you beat Steph, then you get Utah.
Yeah, I would take my chances with Phoenix. And then, after that, Utah.
So that means you'd rather the play-in scenario.
Well, I mean, rather I hate the play-in game. That's the thing. I hate it. But
why? It'll be fun.
It just creates
just like Major League Baseball's.
You have too many teams that don't deserve it already. The NBA doesn't have upsets as it is. Now you're going to let the 10 seed maybe get in. It's going to make for a worse postseason. Baseball needs more teams in the playoffs. The NBA doesn't. The NBA, the 8 seed doesn't beat the 1 seed anyway. It happens like once a decade. I don't like that. But the Mavs do know how to play the Clippers. They have played the Clippers an awful lot. And they've played them competitively. I'm not scared of L.A. I'm scared of the other L.A. team. I'm not necessarily scared of the Clippers. But if I had to choose, I would go Phoenix would be my first choice, even though the Mavs don't beat them. The playoffs, for whatever reason, they're just different in the NBA.
So that's my argument then. My argument is that this is a good loss. It keeps you more in the 7, even if you have to play in the play-in in order to get Phoenix.
Right, but I guess with the play-in is the risk is that you could lose both games and be out.
Right. So that's what I'm asking you to decide between. Get the Clippers locked in round 1 or the play-in scenarios for Phoenix or Utah.
I guess.
It's interesting.
Lock in, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know because I guess the other side is if you lose both games, you're in the lottery. So that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you don't have a first-round pick though.
Oh, that's right. The Knicks have it, don't they?
They don't have a first-round pick. So think about that. I'm okay with the play-in scenario. Even if you go 0 for 2 in the play-ins, hopefully that embarrassment kicks the Mavs front office in their rear a little bit to make you realize you can't have these guys surrounding Luka and please him. So the urgency needs to go from a 9. Now, Cuban would tell you, our urgency's always at an 11. I don't know. But hopefully that'd be a little bit more of a wake-up call for the offseason if you have to overpay in a trade versus free agency where no one comes. So those are my scenarios for you. Mavs lose to the Rockets last night.